Good morning. Not a lot going on here. If you haven't followed it, a couple of my other posts, I'm taking this Discovery, the same one we took down to Texas A&M game. Chauffeured a couple down there for the game. Beautiful white Discovery, and going to deliver it down here to West Palm Beach, Florida. Won't be today, may not even be tomorrow. Just found out they just shut down I-10 east, probably west, because it's coming in from Houston as well. So fixed to get real ugly. They're saying 2 inches per hour down here. Right now I'm just looking for a place to go ahead and just shut it down, because if I-10 east is shut down, I can't go any farther. Probably sneak across 190. That's the way I usually go anyway. But yeah, it's all bridge going across there, and so you won't see any of this black stuff on the road. Just be solid ice. Wind's really starting to pick up, coming off the starboard side. So that's no fun. About a 20-mile-an-hour gust right now. Slick enough as it is. Probably getting a kick out of my windshield wipers. It ain't funny. $40 miles north of I-10 right now. So I could have jumped in over here to this pilot and shut it down, but they have a tendency to run out of food after a while, so I think I'm better off trying to hit into a Walmart down here. There's a super center about my exit, so try and hit in there. Sure don't look like my beloved Louisiana. So after the snow stops, it's going to drop down in the teens. So whatever sticks, it's going to be there for a while. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but that snow is basically blowing straight across the road. I hit a patch of flurries or two coming across East Texas last night. Nothing was sticking. I come out of Shreveport at 4 o'clock this morning, and I probably didn't get 30 miles down the road, and it started snowing, and it instantly stuck to the road. There was no slush at all. It just got stuck. So getting behind. I don't think you can see him on the camera yet. There's the 18 up here in front of me. Get in behind him, let him do the work for me. watch for his brake lights, that kind of thing. If you're traveling in bad conditions, of course you got to learn what kind of truck driver to trust. But if you follow him long enough, you find out you can trust him. He seems to be reasonably safe. Then just get in behind him, let him do the work. Going a little slower than I want to go, but I don't have that much farther to go, so I might as well just put my feet up on the dash and enjoy the ride. I don't see anybody watching yet, but there'll be a rebroadcast. The whole state of Louisiana is freaking out. They never see snow like this. I heard one reporter say that it's been 100 years since they had this type of storm, so hopefully the non-professionals are sitting at home and sipping hot coffee and watching me on YouTube. I'm doing 35 right now. Well, I'm doing 45, but not really worth it. He has sense enough to have his headlights on. And he's slowing down even more. That gets down to about 25. I'm going to go ahead and go around him. And there he goes. Alright, well, these young kids don't have CBs in their trucks anymore. Or he would have got on the radio and said, "Come on around, driver." And then he would have flashed me to get me back over. And that guy didn't do that either. These truck drivers these days are doing good to speak English. A lot of foreigners. Just got a text from the owner checking on me. He's probably watching the weather too. Woo! At my little CB. It's a Waxon handheld. I tried running the regular CB in these RVs, but no place to mount them. Even if there is, there's nothing to mount the antennas to. So, kind of a waste of time. But I can still do the handheld thing. little mom and pop truck stop over there. Over the years, I've drove all 48 states, and there's no kind of winter conditions I haven't drove in. So, the reason I've never been down in a ditch is because you got to stay alert, be aware of your surroundings. Definitely got to show some respect for the conditions. At least I got full amenities to be locked down. Even got a dishwasher back there. Got a refrigerator, microwave, stove. Tanks in this have been drained for the freeze aspect. You don't want anything, pipes or anything to freeze up, so no water in here right now. I'll top everything off once I get down below the ice belt. Probably around Orlando. Going across Cabbage one time, and the snow that's on my windshield wipers now, that was nothing. They looked like two baseball bats flopping across the windshield. You couldn't stop. You're on top of a mountain. You just have to slow down and do what you can. Going westbound on Cabbage. Once I topped off and got down about 3,000 feet, the road just turned wet. Wasn't no snow. But it was ugly on top. Got about 4 hours sleep last night. I should say this morning. Stopped a little after midnight. Lou's truck stop. This RV has a tag axle. And I'm curious how it's going to collect snow. Get stopped up here. I want to make sure I got clearance and it's not tearing up any siding or anything. It builds up about as fast as the windshield wipers does. Let's see if I can sling some of this off. You gotta be careful. You don't want to end up with a windshield wiper out in the ditch. of some of it. A truck, you can flip the hood and get out there on the steer tire and bang them windshield wipers until you get the ice cleared off of them and get on down the road. But these are mounted up on the roof, and you can't reach them without a ladder. You don't really want to be banging them on the windshield anyway. This has already got a crack in it. I don't want to get any farther down here than that 110 highway I was telling you about, because they start piling off the 10, all the trucks and everybody trying to get off the highway. Everything's going to fill up real fast. So I figured a Walmart would be my best chance to. You saw the sign that said Louisiana 10 LeBeau. That's not Interstate 10, that's just State Highway 10, if that confused you. I made this trip so many times I can do it blindfolded. Yeah, there's a sign again. LeBeau. It's a little bit French. Washington, that's French too. Y'all get in here later and start following on the rebroadcast or whatever. Drop a like. Give me some kind of comment. If you drove in bad conditions like this, just about everybody has, but let me know what was your worst one. This definitely ain't my worst. Tell me where you're watching from. Got a lot of weight on those windshield wipers. Seems like the snow's getting a little wetter the farther south I go. Sure hope it don't turn to rain. That's why I came this way instead of going across the top I-20 over to either Jackson, go down 49 to Mississippi, or Atlanta, go down through Georgia. I didn't want no part of that freezing rain in hills. I don't want no part of freezing rain on flat ground. If you ever been down on it, I-10 going to Florida, you got to cross that big, ugly bridge in Baton Rouge. And that thing's a mess on dry ground in the middle of summer. I can't imagine what it'd be like today. May be that way for several days. Just depends on how ambitious they are about getting it cleared off, getting the highway opened back up. So my dilemma is not just Louisiana. This is going all the way across the Gulf, which means I may have 400 or 500 miles of shut down I-10. So I probably should have turned down this run and just postponed until after the storm passed. It's my beautiful wife's birthday Saturday, so I promised her I'd make it back. Driving down and flying back out of, what's it called? PBI, Palm Beach International. There's only a couple of us crazies out here today. That's a good thing. You increase your odds of no incidents when you don't have people trying to pass you at 60 and 70 miles an hour. I've had big trucks pass me in these conditions at 60 and 70. Just asinine idiots. You've seen them. You're not one of those that says all truck drivers are like that, are you? How racist. Like a truck driver messed his pants right there, come across that bridge a little slick, got off and collected his senses. Yeah, slow down for the next one. I've crossed every mountain range in the United States one time or another. I'll take the flat ground in this kind of weather any day. That's why I stopped going up to Seattle every week, going across Wyoming. When I first started going up there in the wintertime like this, I'd see a driver killed once a week. Truck driver, and I'm not talking about other accidents, just seeing a truck driver. And there towards the last one, I decided, man, it's just a matter of time for it to be my turn in the barrel. I was seeing a driver killed going up, seeing a driver killed coming back. I said, I'm out of here. Let somebody else do this. I hate cold weather anyway. I hate everything about it. Oh, the snow is so pretty. Yeah, it is. I love watching it on the TV from a balcony at about 85 degrees. No, thank you. I've served my time in this stuff. Don't Don't need no more. I-10 East closed at I-49. Use alternate. There ain't no alternate. I don't know what they're talking about. There ain't no alternate. The 110 I was talking about is, but it still takes you right back over there to Baton Rouge. And chances are, if they close down 10, they're gonna close down that one. Keep calling it 110. I think it's 90 actually is the name of the. Is it 190? This might be it right here. Yeah, this is it right here. It's 190. I've been calling it 110. I'm sorry. 190. This is my exit. I'm going to wrap up this live feed until I get my directions going here, and 6 miles. I'm going to go ahead and go to the Loves and get fuel first.
In 2 miles, take exit 18 for Louisiana 31 South.
My maps is taking me to that Walmart. I'm going to go get some fuel first, so I ain't going to try to close my maps. Probably just shut this down. Otherwise, it's just going to wear us out. Turn around and go back. Rerouting. You know how she does it. Easing on down.
In half a mile, turn left onto US 190 East.
Alright. So this is part of the trucker tips, and that's when you're on icy roads like this, just let your natural momentum slow you down. Stay off them brakes. A whole lot better just to come to a graceful stop than a sliding stop. Gotta figure out how to clean them windshield wipers anyway. I'll shut this down after I get over into the Loves. I gotta get a hold of the owner of this vehicle.
Turn left onto US 190 East.
Set up some fuel accommodations. Anyway. A little slickery.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto I-49 Frontage Road. Turn right onto I-49 Frontage Road.
Alright, she's going to wear me out, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll get back with y'all in a little bit. Thanks for watching.
In a quarter mile, sharp right onto Acadiana Prep Circle, Prudhomme Street.
And you know the rest. We'll see you down the road.